Hello, these are my pictures. Alright, so we got my first roll of color. Getting back into things here. So I think I just went with Kodak Gold. Ordered it online. And I think it worked okay. So we got a nice picture here at the park. At the mountain in the background. I don't necessarily love the composition here with that slide kind of sticking out. Kind of funny there. It'd be a nice picture if that weren't there. Anyway, the camera's behaving pretty well. Got some nice light there, so yeah, that's good. You'll remember from last time, I think I took some pictures here with that lens that wide angle that was not working for me. So I went back, walked by this place because I just really want to get a good picture here. And this will be a theme throughout my pictures here of, you take a whole bunch of pictures of a place hoping that if you take a bunch, one of them will be good, even though the circumstances aren't right. There's just no way you're going to get doing that same thing over and over. You're going to get a different result, right? But I do this. So went here. I think it's a cool shack. I think it's a cool truck. But from where I am, like on the sidewalk, I'm not going to get the shot I want. There's too much clutter with the trees in the middle there. I either need to get closer, use a different lens. I don't know, but maybe I'll figure it out. But right now, I don't think I've been back taking pictures of this scene. So gotta figure it out. But it's cool. It's a cool shed, right? Cool green color on the shed on the truck. Got springtime here before the leaves come on these trees. You can still see through. But anyway, this is over at the high school ball field, and it's not quite what I was going for. Like the final result. Here's another theme. I'm crooked somehow. Or at least I take pictures crooked. So many I end up correcting by a couple degrees. And so this is like a little more what I was going for. Cropped a little bit, colors, boosted a bit. I like it. I like the composition and everything. Yeah. And I just, to edit at this point, I'm just using on Windows, like the photo viewing app has a little edit button in the top corner. And that's all I'm using. I'm just like playing with some of the saturation, playing with some of the colors, playing with exposure. I'm not touching things up on that, like I really can't on that. So yeah, this is kind of cropping and some adjustments are all I'm really doing with these photos. Here's another one where I really liked this scene. I had something in mind for it. The way I captured it wasn't quite what I wanted. I wanted to be shifted over just a little bit. I want that gap to be right in the middle. So I just cropped it, and that's kind of what I wanted. I still think this is cool. I like this one. I think this truck also, I should take a different picture. I think the headlight you can't see is like all burnt out. There's a fire in the engine or something, so it's kind of, I should go back there and do that. I saw this, there's like this little red chair in the yard, kind of stuck out to me at the time, like walking by. It was striking, but I don't think it converted well to the photograph. I tried to tighten in on it and boost the colors a little bit, and it's almost effective, but not quite. The chair's just a little too small, not quite bright enough to contrast. But overall, like composition, I still think I'm doing okay. Doing okay these days. Another one, man. Another mountain shot. Another Mount Timpanogos. It's a nice landmark in the spring when there's still lots of snow on it and the trees are in bloom. Everything looks great. So this one I think I tightened in on. This is kind of what I was thinking at the moment I took the picture. I wish I had it a little more zoomed in, a different lens on it, but It's fine. It's not going on the wall. At the park, different park again. Go to a lot of parks. I take my camera with my family and take pictures when I can. This just isn't great. I mean, the sun's towards the west there. It's a little bit hazy of a day, a little bit cloudy, and so just the sky's all washed out, gray. Everything just is muddy and flat looking to me. So yeah, this is a bad one. That's okay. We'll take some bad ones. Okay, went on a little hike with the family, and there's, Timpanogos again. Closer up, we're headed up to a waterfall, and this kind of shows the limitations of one, like the in-camera metering, and two, just the dynamic range that you're able to work with. Like, if I could get that foreground a little brighter, a little more clear, and the sky's gonna be completely blown out. My camera, I think, metered more for the light there, and so the foreground shadows are it's just really dark. Doesn't look great. Here we came across another family up ahead, so I took a picture of them. Same problem here, where it's just the foreground's just too dark compared to the background, which would be too bright in the other circumstances. So just not working out. Composition, I think, is okay, but technically I haven't figured it out, and I don't know that I have really yet either. I think my newer camera handles these situations maybe a little better. I have tried out some spot metering with an app, and well, I guess not spot metering with the app, but some metering with the app. And I do have a spot meter at my disposal now that I'm working with, but at this time, didn't have that option. And as you can see here, this is actually at the waterfall. Can you tell? You probably can't, because my camera saw the sky and decided that's what was the right exposure. And so everything in shadow here, the waterfall, it's just, you can barely see the water coming over the edge. Everything else is just dark shadow silhouette. A little disappointing that the camera did that. And I'm not even sure with that type of metering, like, if there's even a way to work around that with using the meter. Because I don't know what it's grabbing here. I mean, here's another one. It's a little lighter. You can see the water a little better, but it's not good. I'm guessing it's just kind of the majority. I don't know. I really don't know what I could do better with what I had there, without trying to use an app. Because a newer camera, thinking of like the focus, right? You can hold down that button halfway, you can focus on something, you can move where you are, and it'll keep that plane. And that'd be really cool if you could do that. If I could do that with this camera, in camera with the meter, like, okay, meter for this spot. And I think I can do that with my newer one, but this old Canon, you're just kind of out of luck. So you really need to be careful what you're looking at. It's probably worth getting that app, getting a metering app, and just double checking compared to what your camera's telling you. So, be aware when you're trying to shoot this kind of stuff, when you're very manual. Now a little close up of some of the rock there when we were walking back. I thought it was pretty cool. The detail's pretty cool. Nice and crisp. A little out of focus right there. I probably once again had this set to a kind of wide open, and so the focal plane was really shallow. This is on the way back down, back on the trail. Probably not too far from those other ones where the foreground was really dark and the background was light. Just pointed the other way here, back down toward the valley. Okay, nothing. I mean, there's really nothing grabbing your eye. There's no central point here that is interesting. So it's just kind of a bad photo. This one I liked, back down towards the parking lot. The way the angles of these gates were pretty cool. I cropped it down a little bit. I still like it. Not going on the wall. I mean, there's still some stuff like the chunk of a building there doesn't work great. Different park. We've hit like, almost like 4 of them here in this roll. This is in Linden. Little baseball field there. I liked this tree, but you know, it's maybe a little on the dark side. All right, we're getting down to it. Back at this other park, and you can tell I was playing around with that wide angle lens again, the one that failed me on my black and white roll. I wanted to try it out again, just to see if I was crazy or not. So I tried it out with the color here. Nice, beautiful view, but you can tell there it is. Like it's already just kind of not the sharpest lens, but you look on the sides and it's just downright blurry. So this one too at the park here, just you can see the kids on the side there on their electric bikes are a little out of focus. The center is the best, but on the edges it's just out of focus. So yeah, a dud of a lens. I come back to it at least one more time on a different roll, but these are my photos for this time. What do you think? How did I do? Am I getting better at this point? I'm having fun. I like taking my camera out and about. I get eye rolls from my wife for doing it, but she's coming around. I'm taking cute pictures of the kids. And yeah, so if you want to see more, if you want to see other stuff I'm doing lately, check me out on Substack. I post new pictures every day over there. Maybe I'll get on Instagram one of these days. Maybe, probably not. Maybe. Substack, you can come follow me there. Aldo Johnson over there. And yeah, let me know what you think of these. If you have any tips or any feedback. If you have, just want to say hi, come say hi. All right, we'll see you next time.